Hey guys, welcome to another video. And today I'm with Britto with his Mighty 86. How are you, Britto?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm good. Okay. Britto, so you have a Toyota 86 which you call Mighty 86. What's the reason that you call it a Mighty 86?
So starting off the page, it was made for fun, intentional purposes. But eventually, it started off as a journey, and it has a long story to it. I can start off with how we exactly got to it. So the car journey started with Golf R32 Volkswagen. Not many people would be knowing it. That's how Golf Rs are called right now. But back in the days, 2008, 2009, it was called the R32.
R32 Golf, right?
Yeah. 3.2 liter, 6-cylinder. Beautiful car, but it's a German car.
So how did you come from Volkswagen Golf to Toyota 86?
You want me to be honest?
Be honest. I know the reason, but I just want the viewers to know,
No, it's a German car, bro. There you have my answer right there. And maintaining a German car isn't easy. Well, I got the car for maybe, I think, 18 grand, if I'm not wrong. And 18 grand, and I had the car for maybe max a month or something.
So you had that car only for a month?
Yeah.
And how long have you been owning this 86?
Solid 3-4 years.
3-4 years. You have this since last 3-4 years. And other than wrap, I see a really good wrap there. And other than wrap, I see a spoiler, I see a good pair of rims. So what more have you done, and what are some challenges that you have faced with this car?
I would say in terms of challenges, not many, because again, in terms of parts, you'll be able to find all kind of parts. It's Jap, number one, and it's a mass-produced vehicle. Okay. And it's a fun car to drive. You never get bored of it. And also, it's like driving a go-kart, man. Because once you drive it, it's like driving
Go-kart, as in the handling or acceleration or stopping. What do you mean by go-kart?
So this car is known for the swift turns you can take, and it's mostly known as a drifter, right? But at the same time, once you take the corners by yourself, you start knowing the power as well as the whole aspect of this car. Subaru garage. Subaru, yes.
Okay.
And those were the two. Performance modifications, as well as we've got I also have the OFT tune, stage 1 tune. And initially I had the Pops and Bangs tune, but then it gets annoying,
Okay.
And driving on a daily basis, you're like, you might as well just keep the stage 1 tune.
So you have put a tune on it, it's a stage 1.
Yeah.
And other than that, you have this car is your daily drive, right?
Yeah.
So how is it good as economical when you put it on stage 1?
Never ask questions like that, man.
That's why I asked, because a lot of people they have been tuning their cars, and as the prices have been increasing, they are considering to have another car because they are just going to keep those cars, the tuned cars, as a weekend drive, only just for weekend drive.
And no, man, that way I would say that I'm probably abnormal, because I have 2 cars of now, and you know about it.
Yeah.
The other one's a 97 Eclipse. That also drinks fuel for as its wishes. So
So basically, it just depends on how you drive, basically.
Yeah, okay, so in terms of if you're looking for a fuel economical car after buying an 86, you might as well just drive peaceful. But you cannot do that. Anyone who wants to keep their car stock, they can't do that. I can give you a word on that. Unless you're probably married, you don't want some noise in your car, you want to drive peaceful, you can't do that.
Does your neighbor hate you?
My people in the basement, yeah, they hate me.
Has it ever been that you have been late and people who would be sleeping, or maybe they might have woken up from the sound?
People in my own house, they hate me for that.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, so other than that, actually we have our mutual friend Gautam. He also owns a Toyota 86. I asked him the same question about if it's a Toyota 86 or is it a Subaru BRZ. So if I ask you what's the difference between both cars, what will you say? What are the differences?
Not much honestly, because even in terms of let's say the only difference that I'd see is the badge, number one, and the second one is when you probably buy bumpers or parts, the bolts differ.
Okay.
that's pretty much it. Like, you open the hood of my car, you'll see a Subaru BRZ written on it.
Boxer engine, like
It's a
same
boxer
as
engine,
Gotham.
same thing, pretty much.
Okay, so other than that, Britto, I see a really good color on your car. Is it painted? Is it painted or is it a wrap?
Nah, it's not paint. So paint, it's called as magic color, and a lot of people might be knowing it as midnight purple.
Midnight purple.
In the 90s, on the Skylines and the Supras. So I wanted my car to be unique, and I wanted it to have a really good color. So
And I have seen it that your car is actually one of the most rare cars, especially because of the wrap. Especially because of the color that you have, the color combination that you have. I haven't seen any Toyota 86 like that on the streets of UAE till now. Maybe this is like the first car.
I wouldn't say the first car. There's another friend of mine. Her name is Kathy. She has a similar wrap, but again, it's her materials like kind of say metallic. Like they call it satin.
Okay.
And she has a similar color pattern, but it's got like different shades. Mine's got the brown and blue into it.
So what is it called again?
The wrap's name is Avery Dennison Roaring Thunder, and it's the only one in GCC as of now.
Right. And what are you running right now on the tires? Because like I see like the rims are really good. Like I could see them from here.
So it's 18. I've changed the tires. I mean, the stock ones come with 17 inches, but these ones are running on 18. 18.
And what about the wing? Actually, I love the wing that you have done put on the car.
So it's called the Street Nero style wing.
Street Nero
style wing. And I always wanted some wing to be big, because normally people, they like what do you say?
The drifters one, which are like just stick to the
and just
butt.
small. Yeah, but I always like a big wing, so I couldn't choose a better.
Nice big wing. Huh? All right. So other than that, Britto, what are your reviews about the car? What are your thoughts about the car? If someone is actually looking to buy a Toyota 86 or a Subaru BRZ, so what would you suggest them? Maybe according to modifications, maybe as a daily drive, what would you suggest them to how keep the car?
I mean, in terms of modifications, if you have the money, regardless if you have the money or not, I would suggest you to take it slow, because you're not going to enjoy it otherwise. So you do it one by one. You start you start seeing the changes and you start enjoying it. But let's say at the same minute, right at the first minute, you just blow up your money and you start doing it at everything, you just get bored.
That's actually what I see, especially here, that people, as soon as they buy the car, they would do something really stupid with their cars, and they would just invest money without knowing what they are actually doing in your car. And what do you have you been doing that, or what were the stages? You went through stages, or you just bought the car as it is?
Everyone's had their own tough stages. So I've done my stupid mistakes too. So I've had a Valvetronic exhaust where it's absolutely no point. So that exhaust was pretty loud. When I say loud, it was too loud. So when I say that, it's basically installing a Valvetronic system in the mid pipe. So basically you can place it anywhere. Maybe at at the very end of your exhaust, or even at the very start. So it depends where you want to place it, and that gives you the maximum output. I mean maximum sound.
So is it true that actually some questions were there that if you install an exhaust, it gives you a little bit hike of horsepower as well? Did you feel something when you put the exhaust?
Yes, definitely. So but it also depends on what exhaust you put and how you install it.
So other than that, what about your exhaust? Is it branded, or have you got something
it's not branded, but it's custom made, exactly the way I wanted it to be. And all thanks, again, like I mentioned already, all thanks to my dear friend Roshan. And without him it wasn't possible. And now, many people looking at the car, they'd say that it's illegally modified, blah 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 blah, but it's legally modified. I have a certificate from ESMA, but my car's only drivable in Dubai. So in Dubai.
In Dubai only. All right. So what happens when you cross the borders of Dubai, go to Sharjah or Abu Dhabi or somewhere else?
Back it up. No, because it's gonna get impounded, man. It's honestly gonna get impounded, and I've had that whole phase of getting my car impounded.
So what was the time period of the car getting impounded?
So the impound was for a month, and I had a fine on my license, Mulkia, and also there was an amount to be paid to get the car out of the impound station. So it wasn't easy,
So how much did that cost you?
Say 10 to 12.
So 10 to 12 plus the price of the exhaust as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, so the first one I had wasn't that expensive because it's a Valvetronic, like I told you. You have a switch where you can switch it on and off. But nowadays the cops also have the accessibility to the technology where they have a universal remote where they can just switch it on and boom, you got, man.
All right. And what about the lights? Like I see like really great headlights on the car.
So it's called
What was that?
It's called VLAN sequential. Yeah,
okay.
so the turn, I mean the indicators of the lights, so they go like sequential in order when you switch them on, and the same thing for the rear lights as well. So that's also called the VLAN sequential lights. You get like a couple of different varieties in terms of lights. You get VLANs, Valentis, Toms. Toms is the one that you see on, it's the same design as the Lamborghini lights. You know,
Okay. So like it's kind of a V kind of a right.
No. The XX marks. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. And other than that, is there any kind of story that you would like to tell us about the car that you have been getting into some sort of problems or maybe like kind of challenges or something?
See, in terms of challenges, I wouldn't say a challenge because I always wanted my car to be a standard. So since day one, I mean, you can't do it when it's looking like half of the other cars, right? So that's the main reason why I got a wrap done. So that's one. And the challenges that you face mainly is when you have a wrap, right? So wrap.
So how has it been? Like, would you prefer having another wrap done to your car, or would you prefer actually getting a actual paint?
I would suggest paint.
I
would suggest paint any day to anyone because paint's better. And in case of even touch up, let's say you want to get like one particular spot just touch up because of a scratch on your door, you can't do the same thing on a wrap. You'll have to peel the whole wrap off. You need to do another wrap again.
Is it really hard to maintain a wrap?
Oh, you'll have to park at the very ends of like malls and parking lots, bro.
With the wrap as well?
Yep. So that you don't like face people parking next to your car and you don't face them giving you door dings or like scratches on it.
So is it have you just done the wrap? You do not put any kind of safety film or something?
No, so you cannot put a PPF or something on a wrap because eventually that's also going to fade away. You can do a PPF or something when the car's like, let's say brand new or it's out of showroom, and when it's paint specifically. But nowadays I think there's a couple of materials that you get along with the color, like matte PPF, gloss PPF, with a single color, not the color I want.
So one last question, what does your car mean to you? The Mighty 86, what does it mean to you?
I can't sell it, man.
Of course no one can sell a car, but like what is it like? There is should be something that a car guy always has a meaning for his own car, where he puts his time, efforts, money. So there is a meaning for every person for his car, for his own car. I can see whatever you have, the time, the money that you have invested in your car, and I want to know like what does it really mean, like what this car means to you.
See, I cannot just finish it off in one word because it means a lot to me. I mean, in fact, I have a startup of my own, and we do marketing services for a couple of clients.
Okay.
And it means so much to me that even my own brand, my business's brand colors are on my cars.
So that's basically like your color, like it's every single way.
Yeah, that's like my brand. You could say that. Yeah.
So this car is not just a car, is you basically.
Yeah, you could say that.
All right. Okay, so guys, this was Britto with the Mighty 86, not Toyota 86, with the Mighty 86. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and give us a like, subscribe, and please check out Britto as well. We'll be putting a link here, so check him out. If you have any suggestions, if you have any questions, maybe about his car, maybe if you want to suggest him for any modifications, please visit his page and give him a like. And stay tuned because we will be coming back with Britto again with another car. That will be a surprise. So give a like, share, and subscribe.
What do you say? Can you cut this part?
All right. So other than that, what are some challenges other than that? Sorry. So
Example.
which exhaust do you have right now?